For sure.
It's crazy because when people ask me, why did you join a gang? It's like, I can't even give them my answer, like, because my friends and stuff.
It was an impulsive decision in the moment, and you wanted to be a part of something bigger than you, but, you know, and it felt cool, and it felt like the right thing to do. But looking back, you're like, you know, there's so much more I could be doing with that time. And there's pro-social things that you could be doing with your time.
Right.
And I'm sure with your kids, when you're talking to them, what are you saying to them about that lifestyle?
Well, that particular, my teenager, I get in his ass. I keep it official with him. Like, listen, you could die. You could die and you could go to jail for a very long time. I can't do it no more. You gotta stop. Like, I don't sugarcoat nothing to them. I try to get them to talk to people that's experienced and walk the same walk. Like, I know people that, one of my good friends is coming home from doing 20 years straight. That don't scare y'all?
It's terrible.
It don't,
such a bad way to live life.
It is. It's a bad way because even when you come out, you're still gonna be judged. Everything you do is still gonna be judged.
You're gonna be judged, but also you're at a disadvantage. You're at a significant disadvantage because, you know, you were not able to do certain things.
Nope.
And
that's what I tell my son. You wanna do music, but I can't support the dissing. I can't support it. Show me. And I'm not taking no credit because drill music went crazy in the beginning.
Okay.
These kids found a lane and they made it work. They had teachers getting sturdy. They had prints. At one point, it wasn't as bad. But then when you look in the news, kids are dying. And then it's like, okay, gang related, gun violence is too much. This not Chicago, this New York City. So when do we say enough is enough? I see that they have like the drop your flag challenge. That's not enough.
What is enough? What do you think can happen so that, you know?
These kids need incentives. These kids, it needs to stop before it even get to that level. So if these kids are being active, they need better resources. The city is not giving good resources for these kids. They're not.
Yeah.
The gun violence.
That's a fact.
The gun violence community.
So if you had to say something to Mayor Mamdani, what would you say to him? Like, what is it that's needed?
We need hands-on. I don't have a degree, but I got the power. I have the power. My name is out there in the streets. I apply at all these jobs and y'all turn me down because I don't have the credentials. But you getting people in these organizations, they don't have nothing. They have credentials, but they can't reach the kids.
That's right.
You have to hire people with the passion. Credentials mean nothing. Nothing. Y'all opening up all these organizations, these nonprofit, y'all giving all this money to these businesses, these grants. They not doing shit with them. They're not.
They're not.
All they doing is signing these kids up for failure.
Yeah, because there's no substantial interventions or like, you know, because I mean, for me, I believe in like, you need to get degrees. I do believe in it.
You do.
And I believe that that's how you get them off the streets. Because for example, if someone learns a skill and it's a marketable skill, a skill where they're going to make money, right? In their minds, the human mind says, well, if I can make money this way, why would I do this? You have to provide alternative routes to earning money, because that's all we all think about. Everybody in New York City, you know, we could say that, you know, we're not capitalistic, but we all have a capitalistic mindset. Everything that we do, we're trying to monetize on our time. We're trying to make money. We're trying to look fly. We're trying to get cars, houses. You got to start with these kids and have like programs, you know, and I'm talking about expensive programs. Mayor Mamdani, if you want to help these kids and you want to help inner city youth, it has to be like, you have to put money.
Up out them pockets. That's what I'm saying. The city makes a lot of money. This city has a lot of money. New York City is a state that have a lot of money. Y'all have all these big things for the Knicks. Y'all do all these great big things. Help these kids out. These kids is dying out here. I'm going to keep it real.
Living in poverty.
They're living in poverty.
And they're dying. And they're dying. Each other.
And they're in jail where it's crowded. The jails are overcrowded. These kids need help. And help don't start at these organizations. It should start before then. These kids don't even know what outside of New York City look like.
That's true.
You give them the money, you take them skating and to Great Adventure and to these bullshit ass trips that serve no purpose for these kids.
That's not going to do nothing and change the way they're thinking. It's not going to change the way they think.
He wants to do, and I stand with him. You know, don't get it twisted.
I like him.
I stand with him 100% because he's out there hands-on in the communities, but it's deeper than that, especially in the community that we're talking about. It's different. You want to do schools. It's been schools for these kids.
Yeah.
My son went to Mark Twain for gifted and talented. They had art and design, LaGuardia, all these schools have been around. You have to put people in position that you know is going to help these kids.
Yes.
You know?
So you're saying it's a combination of people that have that power, that voice. Then I think it's also therapy.
Therapy. That's what we're missing. Even these record labels, they need to have these artists seek
therapy.
Therapy. Because some of them are trash too. Let's talk about that. They don't, like, I'll be listening to some of these artists like, he really got signed for this? These A&Rs need therapy too, because what the hell are y'all listening to? I'm just saying. These kids need help. Adults need help. Music is therapy, but that's not enough.
But we're not using it the right way.
No, we're not.
We're using it for negative purposes, right? When did you first realize that you had to prioritize your mental health? Because clearly you're a mom, you're living in New York City, you have these kids. One of them is facing criminal charges for certain behaviors. You have to bear that burden. You know, it's tough on families when families have kids that are in the criminal justice system, right? You have to keep everything together and be there for that child.
And chase your dreams.
And chase your dreams.
It's hard. My mental health is deep. Because if my mental health is not right, I can't get my kids right.
That's right.
They're going to continue to fail. I could say I'm all right, but no, I'm not all right. I try to meditate, but that don't work. I'm being honest. A lot of things don't work. I need extensive therapy, and I'm not afraid to say it. I was getting online therapy, like through Zoom and all of that. That don't help. We need different types of therapy. Everybody needs their own type of therapy.
That's right. Because talk therapy works for some people, but then meditation works for others. Exercise,
right?
You know, going to a spa, you know, getting your hair done, your nails done, right. You know, beautifying yourself. There's so many different layers to therapy, and it's just not talk therapy.
It's not.
Right?
I'm finding myself now. At 45 years old, I'm still finding myself. So I'm still finding what works for me. And so far, nothing.
It's been hard.
It's hard.
What about, have you ever thought about a change of scenery? Sometimes, like for me, that is so powerful. Like every single time I go away and I come back, I'm not as like, you know, sensitive to my environment because I had a change of, scenery, and I'm like, I'm coming back from Miami. I'm like, oh, this doesn't bother me anymore. I was just in Miami on the beach, you know?
Enjoy it.
So you need a change of scenery. Sometimes that alone, environmental change, that's therapy.
It is. When I do go little places, I feel good, and I'm like, I'm not going to answer this phone. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But we human and we have responsibilities. So to say I'm not going to answer my phone is crazy, because every time my phone rings, I'm on edge because I have other sons. I have other kids. So not only with one that I worry about, I have a 30-year-old. I worry about him too, you know.
What do you worry about for a 30?
Life. Because now his life is starting. I carried him for 30 years. And a mother's always going to carry their child. My mother passed away, and I was a grown-ass woman with 4 kids, my own everything, and she still had to carry me. We always need our parents. I don't care what age. We always need our parents. I'm still grieving over my mother passing away. I swear I feel like if she was still here, my son wouldn't be like he is now. All my boys are still grieving for my mom. My son came in the house with a big-ass tattoo on my mother's face, didn't even tell me. I just worry about his life. I worry about the expectations that the world is giving him. Can he fulfill it? The choices he's making in women, because I'm not afraid to say, like, you know, my boys growing up, they seen a lot that they shouldn't have seen in past relationships. So I worry about, are they going to take that path? I try to be righteous with them. I try to show them the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's hard. So I worry about him. I worry about my 26-year-old because he's still finding himself. I sheltered them a lot. I'm a sheltering mom. I'm the type of mom, like, you don't have to leave. You could live with me forever, because I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I'm scared to be alone. I don't know why. I'm scared.
It's interesting that you say that, because I probably feel like a lot of women share those sentiments. But do you have to be alone? That's why we have children. You know, you're never alone.
No, but at some point they grow up, they move out, they find themselves, they get married, they settle down. And it's like, then it's me. And also, like, my boys is all I have. Without my kids, I have nothing. I have my family, but I know for sure that's mine. They're mine.
You've built a piece of yourself is who you are as a mother. A huge part of how you show yourself to the world is who you are as a mother.
Yeah, I had my son at 15 years old. I was pregnant. I got pregnant at 14 and I had him at 15 and then turned around and got pregnant at 19 and had him at 20, then waited. Then I had another son. He's 18 and my other son is 14. I feel like that's all I have. I'm very clingy with my kids and I know I got to give them a break, but it's hard when you have trauma and you've been through so much stuff. I feel like there's nobody in this world that's going to protect them like me. You want to see me vulnerable? Talk about my kids. Nothing in this world scares me. But when it comes to them 4 boys, my heart go different for them.
What do you think is the best part about being a mom?
Seeing you inside of them. You know, just knowing that I have someone to help, someone that needs me. You know,